Yo, what up, everybody? How we doing today? We got AJ's Rant Room live from his Lamborghini, from his TikTok money. He... What's going on, bro?
Nothing. I'm still trying to understand how the hell I did this on a Thursday. Well, I say yes, but the Bengals are up 7-3. So yeah.
Oh, they're still a football team?
They were in the Super Bowl last year. What are you talking about?
Oh, Joe Burrow's the cure of all, huh?
Yo, for real.
He's a beast, that's for sure. I like watching him at LSU. I really did. I mean, he's a cocky son of a bitch. Beat my Longhorns, but man, he's good.
He wore like this flower suit. They walk in dressed up and shit. And I was like, if Cam Newton wore that same suit, y'all be calling.
Oh, you know it. Well, because Cam Newton wouldn't have just worn a flower suit. He would have had some thing on his head. He would have had some shoes that were like flamboyant as all get out. I mean, the jewelry, like it wouldn't have just stopped at a flower suit. We know that.
Well, shoot, he thought I'd accessorize. He's from Atlanta. He should.
So how have things been for you?
Good. I'm on a journey right now. I'm not gonna get into it, but it's been therapeutic and cathartic and rough and fun all at the same time.
Are you going back to the Democrat Party or something, or what?
Going where? Oh, shit.
Are you going back to the Democrat Party? Or
what? Well, for one, I was never there, so let's start with that.
Oh, okay.
But
well, because most people, like, in all honesty, that we've had on here were at one point in time, it feels like was a Democrat until like 2016 magically. So that's why I just kind of
when I first registered to vote, I didn't pick a party. I just said I don't know what any of this means. So
okay.
Thank Malcolm X for that.
So when did you get like really into politics like you are now?
Who was that? Obama. So it was Obama. It was that first election of his, and I was actually really excited when he got elected. I'm not gonna lie. So it was like the hope and change. Keep hope alive. Whatever the hell his slogan was. No, yes, we can. There we go. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. It was yes, we can. So I was really into the yes, we can. So I was like, okay, cool. And then it just went to shit. And I was like, this don't make any sense. And I was like. And then the second time around, but I couldn't vote for John McCain, even though I didn't have a party. There's something about him I didn't like. And then Mitt Romney was worse. So I was like, oh, Jesus. So, yeah, whatever.
Now, when did you actually like consider yourself a conservative, I guess? Or do you?
I realized I had been pretty much the whole time, but it was really just understanding what the hell it was. Because I don't sign up for, this is the problem I'm having right now with a lot of people coming into the conservative, whatever movement, I guess you want to call it, is that they'll sign up because they like Trump. And then it's like, well, do you really know what a conservative is and why you're a conservative? Because it's not the, back the blue, pro-life. That's not a conservative thing. That's just, that's something you can add on to it. But in terms of like the bedrock of what being a conservative is, do you know what that is? And I remember when I made that video and people on TikTok and people were pissed. Conservatives mad at me for saying, what are you signing up for? Because I knew the moment they said Joe Biden was elected, I said, this is gonna be the test right here between the fake people and the real ones. And I was like, yep, and showed off. Here we go, the TikToks. Oh, I've started to see things on the conservative side that I just, I find it alarming. I knew you were going to do that. I already said it.
Hey, you owe real-time child support.
See, can't go nowhere without being harassed by coloreds. Oh God. I'm just trying to have a little fun.
Oh, here's a
Shoot.
score update. 7-3 Bengals now.
Okay, so the score is still 7-3. That's cool.
Oh,
Tua just threw
geez.
when
And
I
then
when
this
I right
then
before
this one comes crawling in. Look at this. Inked. AJ, you are the father. Where's my money?
I need like 2 paternity tests first. I need two tests first.
So
I can commit
we
to
hear this a lot on especially on TikTok right now, like the fake
that.
conservative and the real conservative. I'm not one to ever classify somebody real or fake because like I'm not in their head. So I don't
Right.
throw that around because just because somebody makes a 60-second talk that might go what you feel is conservatism and they're going against it doesn't make them a fake. Like, do you fall in that same line or are you like spot going, nah, I don't really think they're a conservative?
Oh no, I'll call you out. And it's not, people think, oh, 1776. Shut the fuck up. We're not doing that. Like that's cool. It's fine. Do what you want. But if you're gonna, I'm just all about if you before you like it's like Demi Lovato, changing genders every week or identities and shit. And it's like, how about you go work on yourself?
True.
And then come back when you've made all the mistakes. You've been a woman, you've been a man, you've been non-binary, you've been a lesbian, you've been this, and then you come back, you finally decide, okay, this is what I am. This is what I'm gonna do. This, and so we're not changing directions every week with you because you look crazy now and you look unstable. You look like you don't know what the hell you're doing. Or just go live your life and then come and then tell us when you've reached the point where you like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I am. Cool, I'm all with it. But this is the same thing with the people coming in with Trump and Candace Owens. It's like you're listening to their rhetoric, but you don't know what the fuck you're signing up for, and it's annoying because then I'll make a video and then I got like these fucking what are they? Patriot rappers, whatever the fuck they are. The one I don't really care for. So you got the Patriot rapper like Gray. Oh, I said his name. Damn.
Him and I's debate is still on our YouTube channel. So
I remember that. And then I said in our Discord, because the last time he started shit, the Discord was a couple weeks ago. And I said, I bet you he has music coming out. Sure enough, the fucking announcement was made the next day. He has a new project.
oh no.
I was like, and that's what happened the last time when he did the thing with y'all.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a project coming, and then a project is coming. We got to stir shit up now. Let's get people riled up. You don't believe in what the hell you're saying, and you're not a conservative. You're a right winger. Go be a right winger. Nobody cares.
And that's a good point because there is a difference. I mean, and I think that like you said, I mean, and that's why I said that from the beginning as far as like the Democrats, because there's a lot of ex-Democrats that because of Trump, they're now all of a sudden on the right side or conservative, however they classify themselves. But
right.
I always say this, like Donald Trump did great things for the country, obviously, and he got a whole lot of people interested in politics, whether it be for the Democrats or for the Republicans, right? And I think if anything, like I like that just because now all of a sudden people are kind of waking up. But my thing, like, and I don't know how you feel about this, like for me, it's the Trump people that ruin it for the right. You're diehard. Huh?
How do you think they ruined it? I know how I think they ruined it.
Well, because they're the trust the plan. He's returning. He's the real president. He's running the show. But then in the same breath, they're bashing Joe Biden and his policies. And it's like, well, if Trump's in charge and you're blaming Joe Biden for gas prices, but Trump's in charge, how does that work exactly? Like, I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. Like if the military's in charge, like, are we still, you know what I mean? It's that kind of, that stuff that like, and Amber Lynn, like, in all honesty, it's not even just Q people. It's a lot of I call them Trump tards because like Trump can't do anything wrong. They're already Trump 2024. And then I ask him, well, what's Trump running on? Well, I don't know. Why are you voting for him already? One, he hasn't even announced. Two, why you voting for him? You can't even explain
Yeah,
that. So why? Like you're a fangirl.
exactly. Exactly. Right, exactly. I was like, even if he announced, I still want to see what else is out there. Like, I want to see other people step up, see what they have to offer. I'm like, it's not a shoe-in. Trump's not a shoe-in for my vote. Like,
Right.
I fuck with him, I like him, but nah, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, if he's the best man for the job, but I I'll be honest, for me, like if it was between him and DeSantis, I'd probably go DeSantis.
I'm going with Uncle Ronnie. Sorry. Hell, I even want to hear what Tim Scott has to say. So I'm like, I'm still like, okay, obviously if Liz Cheney, that's just a joke. She's
Oh
just trying
wow.
to disrupt the process. But I mean, like Tim Scott, I would listen to him. I want to hear what he has to say before I be like Trump, Trump, Trump.
My
And I just
only
like,
problem with Tim Scott is he's just so soft. He I just feel like when he talks, he's just so soft spoken, and I'm like, for me,
well, I
like
know
how
why
would
he
they
does
go
it. I
across
know
with
why he does
elitists?
it. I
Huh?
know why he does it. It's the way some of us black folks were taught to like not be too much when we in front of mixed company. And I just decided to say fuck that, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want in front of anybody. But he's very media savvy and he's very well trained, if you
Sure.
will. So he knows how to dial it back. But I'm pretty sure he turns up. But
I would, and
yeah,
that's what
but
I'd
people
like to
don't want
see.
that.
But
What?
that's what I would like to see because, like,
Oh,
we say we don't want it, but then Trump does it, and it's fine.
facts,
DeSantis does it, it's fine. I
facts.
can't say Joe Biden because, like, he doesn't even know where he's at half the time, or that a congresswoman's dead and not at his event. That he didn't even like release a statement about her.
Oh my
Um,
gosh,
you
and
know what
his
I mean?
press secretary.
But like
Yeah.
you even see that even like on the Democrat side, right? Like when the debates were happening in 2020, I
Hmm.
felt like even as much as I can't stand her, Kamala Harris or even Cory Booker and Tulsi Gabbard, when they were doing those zingers, even at Joe
Yeah.
Biden, I was like, that, yeah.
See how
But that's what like, like for me as a voter, I'm like, I'd rather have that than like sleepy Joe Biden. Um,
nope,
personally.
Democrats didn't even pick him. So like he was picked by the establishment. Like he
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
picked by the people. Bernie
Well, that's
Sanders pretty much was going to get that nomination, and then they had to disrupt that because they knew Bernie nationally may not have worked. So they were like, "We got to disrupt this process." Not
well,
on your
but
big screen. I hope my angle's good
yeah, you got your good side.
because I don't know what the hell I look like, and it's frustrating me right now. I'm
This is what Ant does whenever Ant would come on, we could see him in the background. He's like,
like, I'm like,
but I
is the
just feel
angle
like,
right?
oh,
But go ahead.
6-7, Bengals still winning.
Okay, cool.
Um, I just feel like our political world has changed since Trump. And we're
Mhm.
seeing it just play out even in today's world, right? With Joe Biden doing the FBI raid on Trump. You would have never seen that on any other politician because politicians typically don't go after each other because they know each other's secrets. So they typically
Right.
don't do that. And just the
Facts.
continuous attack, even out of office, that they're having, like it makes me a little hopeful that maybe the Republicans will grow some balls and like return the favor in 2024 or 2022 here when we elect some of these fools in.
Right.
That's my hope because as we know, Republicans have tended to try to stay above the board while Democrats did whatever the hell they wanted to, and it's never
Uh,
worked. It hasn't
we
worked.
gotta go low. We gotta go low. We gotta start kicking them in the balls. We ain't got time for this. We ain't got
And
time
that's
to be
why
sitting back.
to bring it back, that's what worries me about Tim Scott and a bunch of other
True.
Democrats. That's why I wouldn't do Ricky Rubio either for the same thing. He's just too soft, in my opinion.
Right.
And that's why I think
Facts.
people on our side, at least, loved Donald Trump because of how brash and intense and straightforward he was that people could
Facts.
relate.
That's who I voted for in 2015, for the primary. I voted for Rubio.
Oh, you voted for Rubio?
I did. I did. I did.
Now, so in 2020 or 2016, I voted for in the primaries. I voted for Ted Cruz.
Why? I mean, I know why. I can see why, but I'm just tired of the sweet talking politician, the snake oil salesman. He gives me that, and he's just in that vein with the Clintons and all that shit. And yeah, I'm tired of it. Yeah, so Trump has changed it forever. You can't go back to that
Marco
scripted
Rubio, not Ricky
BS.
Rubio. Marco Rubio. My bad.
Did you say Ricky Rubio?
Yeah, if he's correcting me, I probably did.
Ricky. No.
Yeah, AJ is voting for Beto. He told me backstage. He's a Beto
Oh,
supporter.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
So what's your
Beto,
take on
Beto
Texas
for
politics
Texas.
coming up?
Texas? Well, if y'all elect, well, I don't know if you still voting in Texas, but if Texas elects Beto, I'm out. I ain't got time for this. But I don't think he's gonna win. But are they gonna debate? I don't know. Is anything on the calendar yet? I don't know. I gotta check
So
that
if
out.
Hot Wheels does what he did in the primaries, he's not going to debate.
What did he do? Oh, he didn't debate in the primaries?
He
No,
would
he didn't.
no.
He didn't.
He wouldn't even show up to the same place that candidates were at. So like he had been
Wow.
previously scheduled, and then when he found out like Chad Prather or Alan West was going to be there, he wouldn't show. He backed out and had other issues. So like
Punk motherfucker.
because he knew he had it
Ah.
in the primaries, just because numbers. And he probably might take the same. I mean, hell, it worked for Joe Biden.
Facts.
Campaign from the
Facts.
basement. I mean, he's going to campaign from his wheelchair, so he's gonna have to. I
Yo,
can't.
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't like him. If you can't tell, never have.
oh, you can't stand him. You know, and I didn't know much about him when I moved here until I researched. I was like, I, he seemed like he does what DeSantis does. Like DeSantis is like the spearhead. He's like the one who'll take the risk, and if it works, then this dummy will follow. You know, but it's so inauthentic that it's like, ugh, wait,
And
what
that's what
happened?
pisses me off
Abbott is leaving.
because
That's not a big enough lead. I need a security like 65, Yeah, yeah. But I don't think he's gonna win. But these damn blue cities, they get on my nerves.
you're near one, aren't you?
Oh, I'm in Dallas. When I'm in Dallas and I see like on the Beto for Texas shit all over the place. And I'm like, really, y'all? Why would y'all vote for that? Why would y'all bring that here? That don't make any sense. And
Hey,
if I
and
see one more
and ask him.
California,
I'll bet you they can't answer you.
of course not. It's by default. I'm
Yeah,
like, well, I'll be voting for Abbott by default because I can't do it. I
I
can't.
mean,
Hey, fuck out of here. I can't do
I'll
it.
be voting
I'm
for
like,
Abbott just because, like, I can't. I obviously can't vote Beto, but it just
no.
and he knows, and that's the thing is he's such a. I mean, he's the most powerful governor that we've ever had in the history of Texas. Because he took all that power and gave himself more power, but he's a powerhouse. He's got the money. He had 90 million in the bank coming out of the primaries.
Abbott?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
And
Okay.
he didn't spend anything in the primaries. If you can go back to the primaries, he was campaigning against Beto in the primaries. He didn't even do any campaign ads against his people, the people he was supposed to be against.
I was like, okay, because I voted for Prather. So,
Yeah.
I started following him I started following him. I went on his website. I started following him on Twitter. I was like, okay, I think Prather's the one. I think he's the dude. But he got like 9% or something. So
It's sad. I mean, and he wasn't that far behind Alan West and who was the other guy that was up there with him? I forget. There was another one.
I
Um,
don't know.
but I would have
Yeah.
rather. Oh, Don Huffines. I would have rather either Alan West than even Abbott. And I'm not a big Alan
Right.
West fan, and whatnot. But it's gonna be. 2022 is going to be a huge awakening for this country, I think, in general.
Facts. Are you black?
Don't worry,
I
Joe
just love
Biden will come out and saying,
when when the woman asked Alan West that, he was like, he just started laughing and she started getting mad because it's like, are we really gonna have this stupid conversation right now? I'm like, come on, like, black is not contingent on being a fucking Democrat. Like, shut up. You sound dumb.
"Oh,
Make it
very."
sound so dumb and monolithic. Like, it's just so whack at this point. Ah,
Yeah, I mean,
stop it.
and I agree, Marcus. If Beto would have, or if Beto, if Allen would have made it, I would have voted for Allen. Which we wouldn't have had any choice because Abbott would have been out. So, no matter what.
Facts.
Um, so what do you see happening in 2020?
2022.
2022, yeah.
Well, what's important right now? I mean, it's great if we get both houses, but we definitely need the Senate. The Senate. We need the freaking Senate. We got to stop Cammy from breaking the ties, and then it'd be great if we get some congressional seats as well. But we definitely need that damn Senate. And if we get both houses, we better investigate that motherfucking dementia monkey in the White House until he leaves the motherfucking office, until he drops dead and Kamala takes over. Then investigate the hell out of her.
Well,
Fuck out of
that's what most Republicans are saying is that they will investigate if we take the House back. I do think we'll take both House and the Senate back.
I'm
We,
with it.
in 2020 we had historic gains in the House that had never been seen before.
Amen.
In the Senate we tied it essentially, but we should have really won it. With Georgia screwing everything
Georgia.
up. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember how my heart broke when Georgia turned blue, and I was like,
See, and I'm still not 100% convinced that they are blue. Just,
they're not
I
Atlanta,
mean,
you know.
oh, well, yeah, that's
But
like most states. I mean, what people don't understand about Texas is that even though like it's bright blue in Dallas, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, El Paso is the other 200 and something counties. I mean, there's 254 counties in the state of Texas, and all that
yes,
adds up because of how big it is. But you take somewhere like even here in Michigan, where Detroit and Flint really run the state, and Lansing run the whole state, when it doesn't speak for everybody. Same in New York with New York City. I mean, you take Buffalo and Rochester out, and
right,
New York City runs the whole map for all of New York State.
facts.
And so that's where, and then now you have California. I think I just read in California they're allowing illegal immigrants to have IDs so that they can vote now.
Uh, yeah, that. Could you imagine not participating in not even knowing the fucking Constitution? Not even, you don't have to know it verbatim, but you don't even know what the fuck the Constitution is of the United States. But you get to just jump over here and get an ID. Like, can you imagine me jumping into Mexico saying I live here now? They would be like, negative what? You don't
Right.
live here.
Go to
Fuck
any
out of here.
country. Go to any country, and you
Exactly.
can't do that. Eh,
Exactly. Exactly. You can't just jump in and be like, I'm a citizen here now, or aside. We're not asking the right questions. Like, we send millions of dollars to these Central American countries. Why the fuck are their citizens still fleeing? That's the question we should be asking. Why do people still coming here? Where's the money going?
Do
This
you
money
know what
supposed
I
to be
get
helping the
told?
people.
You know what I get told by Democrats whenever I do my debates on TikTok is
Oh boy.
we toppled those governments, therefore we have to take them in. So like Venezuela, we
No,
destroyed, therefore we should just let them come in.
no, that's not how that works. No. Even if they came and blew up the whole United States tomorrow, it's still not how it works. I can't just be like, yeah, I'm Canada. What's up? Like I don't know their process. I know it's like a sponsorship or some shit like that, but I'm like, no, there's a process to become a citizen. The culture is not the same. The way of life is not the same. The laws aren't the same. You don't know what the hell you're getting into. You should not be participating in our electoral process. You're a fucking illegal immigrant. Let's just call it what it is. You're an
Facts.
illegal alien, not even immigrant. Like, out of here.
Yeah, well, and that's what like I don't think a lot of people understand is like when you do go overseas and you try to become a citizen, it's hard in a lot of countries because you have to show assets. In some countries, you have to
Mhm.
have so much money and you have to have
Right.
had a job here in your home country for X amount of years. We don't even do that. We don't care.
Take
Yeah,
all
it
the
costs
bums.
money, but everything costs money.
Take
Um,
all your bums. Take all the
and if
bums.
you make
All the
one
bums.
mistake overseas, if you make one mistake, they're shipping your ass out on the next plane. Like there's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Peace the fuck out. It's been real, Norway. Fuck out of here.
Which
They ain't playing with you, nor should they. Fuck out of here.
I,
Why would Dusty broke down and out, distressed, no fucking money, can't contribute shit to this country, but I want to live here. I understand why they would say no. You don't contribute. You're just gonna come here and suck resources. Get the fuck out of here. We got our own homeless people we gotta take care of that we
and
don't
that's
take care of.
exactly
Fuck
what
out of
Trump
here.
was trying to say. But of course, the media, that's where the whole Mexican thing came about with the Trump and the illegal immigrants from Mexico. Have you been
I
paying
love
attention
playing back.
to the world news much lately?
No, what's going on in the world?
um, well, the Bank of England is about to collapse altogether,
Is it? Oh
and that
wow.
would be catastrophic in general. That Nordstrom pipeline from Russia to Europe for the natural gas had explosions and is now
Oh.
leaking all over the ocean. Of which, if you went based on previous speeches, Joe Biden may have done it. In all seriousness,
Mm.
because he mentioned that one way or another they will take out the pipeline, and here we are months later. So Tua's out on a stretcher, fingers crossed, concussion.
Oh damn. Two is out again. Because he got knocked out on Sunday, and then they let him back in the game after halftime, and everyone's like, "He's back!" Like the way he was stumbling. Like, how the hell did y'all let him back in this game?
Right.
So it's no surprise if he got knocked, if he got hit again. I was like, "Damn, that sucks." Yeah, keep
I
that
mean,
boy in the back.
we
Bring him
kind of
back
saw
up.
that. We kind of saw that. Tua was throwing up gang signs. He's done. I mean, we saw that though with in college. He couldn't stay healthy.
Oh my god. Like he was clearly concussed, and then like he got up, he's trying to walk, he falls down, they prop his ass up, and then the trainer runs over, and they're like, "Oh, this ain't good." Take him to the back. All of a sudden, third quarter starts. He's under center. Like, how does that work?
Things that make you go, hmm.
Mm.
It was singing to himself, that's for sure.
Yo, for real, ridiculous. So ridiculous, man. Uh, Invest in, if y'all can get some silver, get some silver
And gold. Yeah, US was
and
having
gold.
military exercises right near that pipeline too.
So ridiculous. I can't believe we're here. I just can't believe we're here. Like, why are we here? Like, how did we get here? What happened? What the hell?
Well, you see, is what had happened was
Yo, I was on a live this morning. Was it Lumberjack? It was Lumberjack's live, and this I came in and this woman was talking about, they were like, the Trump racist stuff, and they're like, well, what did he do? Like, we always ask for proof. Like, give me proof. And so she brings up a clip, a TikTok someone shared on TikTok of him, I guess, negotiating a casino or something. I don't know. And then of course, they cut the clip to make it seem like he was insulting Native Americans,
Oh no,
and
yeah,
so
no, yeah.
yeah, so Lumberjack was like, play the whole thing. And I found out this woman. At first, I thought she was a black woman, so I was like, cool, I can have this conversation. Not with no Hispanic, I ain't having no fucking conversation about racism. Get the fuck out of here. Hispanics are just as bad as white people. Fuck out of here. I ain't having no conversation with y'all. No, about no damn racism. Y'all be the first ones talking about El Negro, El Negro. Get out my house. Fuck out of here. No, can't have no conversation with you. You just as be just as bad as everyone else. Fuck out of here. Y'all ain't
They,
innocent. Fuck off.
they was calling you all them names.
Oh, growing up. Oh yeah, that's personal stuff. But yeah. Like my first experiences with racism was from Hispanic people. It wasn't from white folks. So I was like, what's wrong with y'all?
Well, so and that's what I tell people all the time because I lived in Western New York for a while and then now I'm up here in Michigan, obviously, but I grew up
Wow.
in Texas, and so
Texas.
I experienced more. I've always experienced more racism, or seeing it, I should say, not me personally experiencing it, but seeing more racism in the North than I ever have in the South.
Right, and
And
it's so much
being
more
here from
passive
New York,
too.
huh?
And it's passive as fuck, and it's passive aggressive as fuck, and it's annoying, and it's mental as fuck too. It's
Yeah,
so literally, like, I couldn't understand it. I was just a kid. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why are people clutching purses across the streets, locking car doors? What did I do? I'm just I didn't understand all the nuances of these issues until I was an adult. But I was in therapy for shit I didn't understand.
sure.
Like, yo. And then I grew up like, oh man. And I went to a white liberal woman. My therapist was this white liberal woman, and she couldn't help me. She didn't know what the fuck to do. She didn't know how to advise me. She didn't know how to direct. She didn't know what to say. She didn't understand it. She couldn't process it. She didn't know. She just didn't have the skill set to help me. And then I remember I got really frustrated and I stood up and oh my gosh, it was like you would have thought I strangled her or something. Can you sit down, please? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Why can't I be angry? Why can't I raise my voice? Why
It's
can't I
true.
be frustrated? You know, what the fuck is wrong with people? And I remember, being trained, oh, when you go into corporate America, make sure you're nice. Make sure you brighten your voice up a little bit. Make sure, you're not too, passionate or too aggressive because your passion may be confused for aggression. I don't give a fuck what you think. Fuck you and fuck it. If it's for me, it's for me. I'm not going to sit up here. I mean, I played the game for a little bit, but I was like, nah, this is ridiculous. And it literally fucks with you mentally. Like, it's
Sure.
like, ooh, it's like, damn, I can't be myself, but everyone else can make mistakes. Why can't I? But it's like you make a mistake, you're like, oh God, they're gonna think because I'm black, I made a mistake. And it's like, no, motherfucker, everyone's making mistakes around you.
Now you're still you're not that way anymore, are you? Or are you still
Oh
kind
hell
of
no, hell no, hell no. I don't give a frog's fat ass. I'm good.
right? When you gonna run for office?
Hell no, never. I'm good.
Why? You should be in
Politics. I
office.
sent too many. Nah, I've sent too many dick pics. I can't be in politics. Oh, I lost my light. That was like the perfect
That's
time to
what
lose
you
my
get.
light.
What you get.
Where's the switch? I can't see the switch. Hold on.
That's what
Wait,
you
where is
get.
it? Oh shit, I can't see it. Hold on. Hold up. There we go. We'll work with that while oh, it went out. Okay. Keep talking. Go ahead.
So no interest at all running for nothing? Not even like local, city, county?
I mean, I thought about it for like a second and I was like, do I really want to be a part of this process? And then I don't know. I'd have to do some more research before I give it like a hard hell no. But for right now, it's no.
Oh,
For
so in
right
other
now.
words, it's what you're saying is there's a chance.
I mean, there's
Hey,
that
that,
much.
that,
A
that's
little
a
bit.
chance.
A ray. I give you a ray. But it depends on the position. It depends on what I'm doing, who I have to talk to and report to, and all of that other stuff. Because I'm not gonna play the game of politics. I'm just gonna walk in and be like, "This is what the fuck it is. This is what the fuck it isn't," and I don't have time for this. Because as human beings, we just oversimplify so much, and it's like, if we could just get all of this, I understand legal language, that's fine. But then we just on these social issues, we oversimplify it to the point where we confuse people. And now you got motherfuckers running around here, you know, okay with castrating their children chemically, and it makes no sense because you
At
didn't
all.
explain it to them properly. What does this mean long term? And then when you have people who are saying this is what it is long term, and then explain it to you in the most basic way, and they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. That's an anomaly. I'm like, you don't understand what transitioning, changing your gender, like all of this stuff these are major life decisions you should not be making when you're a teenager. Period. 14-6. The Bengals are up 14.
Walking tacos. It's Lamborghinis. They have really good lighting in their cars.
That is
As
AJ.
AJ is showing off in his Lamborghini today.
This is my
Well, here's the thing though,
ring.
like when you run for even local, you don't report to anybody but your constituents anyways. So even if you're city
Okay,
council, like,
cool.
yeah, I guess you kind of report to the mayor, but like the mayor can't do anything without you. You can't do anything without the mayor. But at the end of the day, it's the voters that put you there. You know what I mean? So you don't
I can't
report
work
to
with no
anybody
heifer.
other
Like
than
I
voters.
can't work. I can't work with no Lori Lightfootish heifer. I'm good. I can't work with nobody like that.
Hey, well, be
So
be Lori
I,
Lightfooter then.
oh my gosh. I was like, what if I'm an alderman and I got to talk to this heifer? Like, nah, I'm good. Like, the way she talked to that alderman on that phone call, I was like,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. That's all I can think every time I see her. Say his name 3 times. Hurry up.
and I know Republicans are so desperate for diversity, but sometimes they just go about it the wrong way and they trust any black person that says they want to run as a Republican. No, you got to background check every motherfucker that says they want to run. Like a lot of people are in it for the grift, for the
Sure.
attention, or they are actually opposition, but they infiltrate the party just to as a Republican, but they start voting weird ways, and then whatever. And
Do you
hope
think
a
TikTok
human nature
has?
comes across their desk.
Do you think TikTok has helped expose that just from the common folk?
Expose what?
Like your fake Republicans or fake conservatives or your infiltrators, whatever, however you want to put it. Your people that
Some of them,
didn't understand
some of them,
politics.
which is why I make the videos I make, and I'm like, know what you're signing up for. Like, don't just be like when I ask people, why are you a Democrat? Oh, because that's just what everyone around me was. Like, well, okay, well, you don't know what the platform is, you don't know what they like, what, and how does that affect your life? And if it doesn't work for you, it's okay to shift. Fuck it, fuck what people think and say. Change your mind if you want to change it. It's like fine. And if you want to continue to be a Democrat, vote for somebody else. Say
But
what you're
like
saying.
I feel like in today's society is everybody so drilled into their own side, even if they don't belong on that side,
Mm.
they're gonna stay on that side just because this side pissed them off at one point, and there's no way in hell they're ever leaving this side, even though they really belong on this side. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, like your homegirl that was on the live the other day. Lumberjack went in there asking her about me, which whatever. But really, so conservative said something homophobic. Okay, so these motherfuckers getting bashed, these homosexuals getting bashed upside the head in these cities are getting bashed upside the head by who? Liberals, right? Quote unquote Democrats, liberals. That's the majority in those cities, right? So when they're getting fucked up on the subway walking down the street, those most likely is not a conservative, at least someone who does not identify as a conservative. So it's like, what's the point? You're always going to find assholes no matter what side you go
Oh,
on. There's always
100%.
going to be it's always going to be a group of dummies no matter what you subscribe to. So it's like you throw away the whole party, which is also the fair weather Republicans that I do like, oh, I don't like Trump, so I threw away the whole party. Well, then you shouldn't have been here to begin with. Because if
That's
that's all it
true.
took, get the fuck out. We good. We don't want
Well,
you over here.
because
We're good.
that's what Liz Cheney is saying, is that if Trump is the nominee, she's going to go to the Democrat Party.
No one's checking for you, bitch. Get out. Bye. You're good.
I mean, there's a reason why she got kicked out and voted out. I mean, it was just not news enough for you. Like, you lost all your leadership position as soon as Trump left, and then your own constituents said "fuck you," and they primaried you out, which is historically, if you look, incumbents are extremely hard to get out of office, just in general.
Right.
And the fact that they primaried her
and got you out.
That should, and you're worried about possibly running for 2024 presidency still?
She just wants to disrupt the process. She
wants that. And it's big money. I mean, we saw Bernie Sanders turn into a millionaire. The same people he claims to hate. He became a millionaire running twice. And now he's got like 5 houses and like 8 cars, and he's living the good life. And now he doesn't like billionaires. Before it was millionaires. Now he doesn't like billionaires. Now he's a millionaire.
Same thing with AOC. She has a deluxe apartment in the sky. Her hair's she got security. Makeup's always great. Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was about the people. What's going on, New York? What's going on? Thought it was about y'all.
No.
It's not about y'all.
And that's why I laugh at them whenever, like, the Democrats always say how much they hate the elite. No, y'all don't hate the elite. Y'all are in bed with the elite. Who does the elite vote for?
Well, you mean the elected Democrats? They are the elite.
And elected Republicans. I mean, most of them are elite.
Right.
But even if you go like, who does Bill Gates vote for again? Democrat. I mean, look at who he funds. George Soros. Who does he vote for again?
George Soros.
I mean, who does? Let's go a little bit less on there. Mark Cuban. Who's he vote for? Oh, Democrat.
I thought Mark Cuban was a Republican. I misread him.
I did too. I really did too. And then he really lost me during COVID whenever he was encouraging people to go and tell on other people because they weren't wearing a mask in the city of Dallas. And I'm like, really, billionaire Mark Cuban? That's what you got to worry about, and telling other people to turn people in because they're not wearing a damn mask?
And we haven't figured out masks don't work.
Well, then there's that.
6 feet apart shit don't work. Like, if you're gonna catch it, you're gonna catch it. You can't see it, smell it, taste it. You can't hear it. It's a fucking virus. It's like any other virus. What do you mean it's
smart? No. This thing is smart, bro. Like, when you walk into a restaurant, as long as you're sitting at the dinner table, COVID can't get you. But as soon as you step up to go to the bathroom or walk in or walk out, you got to have the mask on because it can get you. That's why they put curfews. Like, it even has a curfew limit. That's why they were putting curfews on. After 10 p.m., COVID doesn't strike anymore.
I was like, yo, so does the COVID go away? Like, when you sit at the table, like it is above you now? It's like what the fuck is going on here? Like, it's a fucking virus. You don't know where it is.
Yeah, it just. I mean, yeah, it is, and I agree with Ink that all of them are absolutely garbage. While there might be a few like decent ones, they're all garbage. They're all elite. They're all in bed for themselves.
I agree.
And it's the thing is like when you really dig into politics in like at the federal level, it's hard to not get corrupted because your salary is what, $175,000 a year, which for you and I is a lot of money. Just living back at home, right? But you got to have your home base because you got to live in your district still. But then you need an apartment or something in DC. Just those two alone, you $175,000 doesn't cover anything.
Ain't gonna cut it. Right, especially like the cost of living that in both usually if you're especially a Democrat in a blue city, the cost of living in your city and then the cost of living in DC. Oh hell no. We're like
I mean, like if your district is downtown Dallas,
right?
Yeah, I mean you're not affording anything, and then you still got to pay rent in DC, and then you got travel expenses.
Thanks.
So it's really hard to. I get why it's there, but I don't want to pay them more either, right? Because like I looked at running for the state of Texas Congress at one point, and
Oh,
they're
really?
the lowest paid Congress in all of America, for all the states.
Really?
I think they
How
make
much they
like
make? How much they make?
it's like $5,600 a year.
Wait.
Yeah,
Uh,
so they make they're
$5,600 a month. You
a
said?
year, and then you get when they're in session because they're only in session every odd year. So like they're not in session this year, but when they're in session, you get a per diem. You do get a per diem for being back home. But the problem
I
is,
get to have dinner.
yeah, no, you don't get to eat dinner because your $5,600 salary doesn't pay you anything. Then you got to
Right.
somehow manage to rent a hotel in Austin, which is like non-existent. Plus, you got to eat, and then you got to travel.
Yeah.
And I think their per diem
Yo,
was like $100 or $150 a day.
$150 a day.
While in session, plus the $5,600.
What? Right.
So if you boil it down for someone like
56.
yourself and myself that has normal jobs, so you're in session for I think it was 90 days. So a job is not going to let you be absent for 90 days. Then if Governor
Right.
Abbott or the governor calls it a special session just randomly, now you got to take another 30 days off. But then if he happens to call two more like they did this time, you're 6 months out of work for session of making maybe $200 per diem plus your $5,600 a year. Like, how can anybody normal afford to run for office?
Oh, lobbyists, hit me off.
Right.
Like
See,
I'm
and
going
that's
in
where the
there acting
lobbyists come
up.
into play. Like, it's great
Y'all
that they
see
don't
me
get
advocating for
paid.
the vaccine. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, while it looks good on paper
Nah.
that they don't get paid, but at the same time, how does common folk run? You can't.
Right. Y'all take that public service shit too far. Like, come on, people still gotta
I mean,
sustain
my
their
county
lives and shit.
judge, I was talking to my county judge before we moved. He makes $80,000 a year as county judge,
Wow.
and that's more than a
Wow.
state congressman.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Wow.
Yeah, so like that's
County
where
judge.
that's where it's hard to like for anybody normal to run.
Nah, I'm good. See, $5,600. Well, I see I won't be doing that. What else they got? How much does city council get paid?
Well, so like your cities and your counties do get paid, but you're not full time either. So like most of the time,
Uh,
your county meetings and your state meeting or your city hall meetings are usually done in the evenings, anyways, because they need the general public to show up, or they got to make it
right,
available for the general public to show up. So those get. But the
right.
good thing about like those positions, if you hold like two seats, one you get pension, and two you get good insurance. I mean, it's government insurance. So, oh
Fuck
shit,
the pension. When I'm dead, nobody need to eat. We good.
Bridgewater drives. You might have more problems with Teddy
What?
Bridgewater than you did Tua. Bridgewater drove him down for a touchdown, 13-14.
Okay, I'll take that. Come on, Miami.
Teddy,
I
man,
like the coach.
hey, I'll never count Teddy Bridgewater out. That dude's a gamer.
I was only mad today because they did a meme comparing Russell Wilson because he was the Broncos quarterback last season, and talking about Teddy Bridgewater's first 3 games he had 76 points and they were 3-0. They're not even the same class.
No,
Teddy Bridgewater's never gonna have a gold jacket. Get the fuck out of here. Like so,
yeah. Let's
like they're
compare.
not even the
Let's
same
compare
class of
Super Bowl rings.
quarterback.
Let's compare Super Bowl rings. Teddy Bridgewater. Why don't we make that a meme comparison?
I was like, damn, like Russ has played 3 games with these guys. Y'all expect him to be like
Thanks, Teddy.
Flojo and shit. Like, let him get acclimated. God damn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shit.
No, he'll bounce back. He always does.
And plus I'm sure his mind is all distracted with all the bullshit and people don't like him for whatever reason. And this is what the fuck it is. Life is gonna be life. So
This
what?
is true.
Whatever.
This is
Whatever.
true.
Whatever.
So what on
Black
your
Lives
TikTok debates? What's been your hot topic lately
Matter. On my what?
for your TikTok debates? What's been the hot topic there?
Oh, well, I haven't really been on actually, if I'm being honest, and I really haven't been posting because what's the fucking point of spending time creating? Because I don't just make videos, I create an experience.
No, you
So I'm
do.
like, what the fuck is the point of doing this if you're gonna either suppress it or strike it down? What the fuck is the point? You know, so the strategy right now is what platform to move to and how to figure that out. And I mean, I like YouTube, but I'm not really good at the long form talk. I don't give a fuck about talking long form. So I'm like, you
They
got
do have
about 30
YouTube
minutes, and
Shorts
then
now.
oh yeah, I put up the shorts, which is usually my TikToks.
Okay.
But I guess I should make so does Instagram and Facebook. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out next steps, but TikTok is getting on my nerves. And then of course right now with all this election shit, like forget it. You can't even you burp wrong and they're like ah and nobody ever wants to come and have a conversation. But usually the debates is usually, typical shit. Race, abortion, Trump is racist. How could you support him? You you're voting against your own interests. Mind you, people know my interests without ever having a conversation with me, but you know my interests. So, so it's like I don't like this doesn't determine my interests. Like what the fuck are you
Now,
talking about? Like ask
does
me what my interests are. Like you
that
would
has
ask
to get
anybody.
old, right? Like the
Shit is
consistent
annoying. This
same
is why
thing.
that's right. Which
Like
is
they don't
why I
ever
really
have
haven't been live.
anything.
Like I've not been inspired. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like the only reason I try is because I have the store. So I'm like, well, I created this fucking store based on this platform, so I have to sort of keep it moving and try to, sell some fucking merch. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's try. I invested all this shit in the store and I really do work on the fucking designs for my store. So it's not like, I could easily just go buy some templates, but I don't do that. I literally sit there
But
like a dummy. But I'm creative and I'm a perfectionist. So it's like I just can't slap shit together and just do it. I gotta do it. People gotta have an experience when they go to my store. So yeah.
now, is this on the web? Your store?
AJsRantRoom.com. AJsRantRoom.com. Hook a brother up.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna.
I'll work on
Oh, that
it.
way,
You've never
if
seen any
everybody here,
never seen any of my you've never seen any of my little ads on TikTok?
man, you hardly ever come across your debates your lives come across way more than any video does, and that's how I always know you're live because
That's
I always your live always comes across my FYP.
that's the thing. And I just get like with the lives, I'm revamping. Like I'm trying to come up with a new experience for that because I'm like the whole sitting in the boxes talking shit. I'm bored and I'm not making any money, and I'm wasting hours and hours on this shit. And for what? So this can't be in vain anymore. So
Yeah, because
you
y'all go
either
live
show me the money or
forever.
get the fuck out of my face. So I'm good. So I'm good. Call me whatever you want, but you won't call me broke.
There, that's true. Not sitting in that Lamborghini.
I think if I was in a Lamborghini, my anger would be a little. I'd probably have the camera all the way back there so you can see everything.
Everything. Have one of them 3D or the 360 cameras.
I have a drone or some shit in here. I don't know, but it would be a whole experience. Oh, this light is still on. Hold on. There we go.
Now,
Oh yeah.
have you tried
Yeah. So
Truth at all? I'm not a fan of it. So
that shit is so fucking boring. And then kind of like if you didn't go into Truth with like a set Twitter following, it was kind of hard. And I don't really tweet because I think Twitter is one of the most annoying places on earth. And so it's just like sitting here going back and forth, misunderstanding people all day. I don't understand this. Like, just say what the fuck you mean and keep it moving. And people are gonna misconstrue it or take it out of context. You're gonna be fighting all day. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So Truth, apparently they're supposed to be integrating live videos and things. And so you hanging out in Highland Park, only place in Dallas you can pull over and sit in your car for an hour. I don't know where I am.
That's always safe.
Look, no, because I pulled over to watch the neighborhood is mostly the I was about to say sand and words, but Bangladeshi,
Oh, okay.
Southeast Asian, whatever. So we in the hood we call them sand and words, but
Now, have you tried high notes?
but no, it's totally safe here. And actually, the lot is across the street, and this is a church. So, and it's all clean and new. So yeah, it's nice. It's cool. There's no negatives around here. I'm the only negative here. They probably
Speaking of,
already got the police on me.
yeah, real time says just wave to the fellas burning the cross.
People from Bangladesh burning crosses.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Which one of these sound bites did you get to TikTok? You're about to get canceled.
Oh please, like I've been canceled. Like people are funny, but I'm just trying to. Yeah, truth is boring, and they're supposed to be integrating like video and stuff, and so hopefully when they start doing that, it'll be more interesting. But it just seems like this whole place for Donald Trump fans, and unless you're toting the line and saying, I hate echo chambers too. So that's the other thing I hate. And it's like you're literally in there preaching quiet. But I do appreciate that Gavin Newsom created an account and Democrats created an account, some other Democrats. So it's like there is some tension in there, but it's not enough. It's not like
Sure.
Twitter or TikTok, But I do appreciate not being canceled for just saying, like I mean it.
Yeah.
But I just don't
Well,
have an
that's the thing.
audience. I don't
Like,
have an audience.
well, what drew me into TikTok to begin with was that it was video. Because you can have these conversations on text, obviously with Facebook and Twitter, but like with personal
Right.
people too, with friends, they don't get to hear your tone or sarcasm or any of that to
Right.
like help further drive your point or whatnot. So that's what I liked about TikTok was that it was video based, so you can see facial expressions, you can hear the tone of voice and whatnot, instead of like, oh, you're
Facts.
using capital letters, so you're yelling at me. What are you doing that for? You know what I mean?
Calm your ass down.
Exactly.
Fuck
Now
that.
there is
Somebody
there
yelling
is
at you.
high.
Shut
I,
up.
I don't know if you've heard of high notes yet.
What's that? No.
It's
High
like
notes.
TikTok, but apparently, unless you're doing anything illegal, they don't take anything down. Your lives will never come down. You can smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, all of that on live, which I get banned all the time for smoking my cigars on TikTok. And basically their only policy is
Cigars?
don't dox and don't do anything illegal, which technically doxing is illegal. So
Well, I heard you do that though. That's somebody told me you be doxing people.
I
Somebody
do.
told me, you part of a crime family.
I've never doxed a soul in my life. I guarantee you have never seen a video or anything of me
Hey, yo,
doxing
and you
anybody.
was beefing with one of my, and it's just so funny to see with like random beefs. Like you were beefing with my friend Michael Brokich. So
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know what y'all were beefing about. And I'm like, what the fuck is this about? I was like, you and Texas got beef? What happened?
I
I'm
didn't
like,
I didn't even know.
I don't.
Yeah, I didn't even know we did until it happened. I was like, oh, I thought we was cool. I guess not. All right.
All
Now I
right.
take up a whole
Now
wall in
you
his
know.
house. I'm like, who's living in whose head rent free? I'm on your wall in your house. Like,
And for the record, I have never made fun of anybody for coming out the closet. Just so we're clear.
who said that?
That motherfucker was lying. And that motherfucker in your live the other day, she was lying her ass off. I was like,
In my life?
when the fuck did I ever? Yeah, remember? Was it your live? Wait. Hold on. I don't know whose live it was. No, it wasn't your live. I'm mixing
Okay,
the white
because I
people
would have
up.
defended
It
you.
was
I would have absolutely defended that.
it was Brian. It was Brian's live. I'm mixing up
Oh,
the
he
white
said it was
people. Oh,
Stitch.
see now. So now you know how
Oh,
it feels. No,
oh,
not Stitch.
okay.
I wasn't talking about Stitch. I was talking about that lesbian.
With her.
And
That
so
would be
she
Stitch. No,
she is.
because like a lot of the right because of that video you made about that.
Which video? What video?
It was one where you were talking about coming out and you came out talking about you love.
Oh, I know what video you're
It
talking
was
about.
that video. That's where.
Wait a minute. I know what that. Get the fuck out of here. Really? We can't laugh at ourselves anymore. People can't. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, where'd the humor go? Really?
Yeah.
My little brother's married to a whole man. Who am I mocking? Shut up.
Oh, not the Stitch. Oh, not that Stitch. Because I knew like a lot of. I did know personally a couple of
It was a
gay or
Stitch.
lesbians.
Got it. Okay, got it. Back. Okay, cool. Got it.
It was what?
Go ahead. Sorry. It was a Stitch, not the Stitch.
Okay. But I did know that some were upset about that. That's why. Because I think they made videos towards you.
Well, I didn't see the videos, but
okay.
Yeah, people were like in their feelings. I'm like, it's fucking satire. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, when do we stop laughing at ourselves? Like, when did that happen? I missed.
And the funny thing is it's from the same people that say that exact same thing too every time. We're having fun. Well, Bronx Stitch. Okay,
we don't care about. No, well, did you consider my fucking mental health before you attacked me first? No. Okay, cool. Then
no,
why the fuck would I give a fuck about your mental health? It's like, shit, fuck out of here.
Touche. On that note, AJ, we do ask everybody to send us out on a somewhat of a positive message.
Positive message.
If you can find it within you.
Keep hope alive. Fight the good fight. I believe I could fly. Eye of a tiger. Shaliko hombre, wade in the water. We shall overcome. And keep your head up. And dear mama.
All right, bro. Well, we will absolutely, of course, get you on again. This is what, your second time on here? I think you've been on.
Yes, my second time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you on again. Appreciate you taking time out of your football game for us. You had me a little nervous whenever you first sent that message. I was like, is he gonna cancel out on us again?
No, I'm not. I was like, no, I can't cancel. I can't cancel again. Because it's me cancel, you cancel, because y'all got suspended, and then me. No, I was like, I can't cancel again. So
all right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Go finish the rest of that game, and I love you, bro.